All right, ladies and gents, welcome back here to FACEIT TV. This is the last match for the North American FACEIT League of tonight. And we do have, as you can see, overpass between Mythic and SKDC. This is the home map of Mythic. And it's good to see overpass. Obviously, overpass not so long ago was changed. They altered the A-bomb site, enabled an extra entrance there through Upper Park onto that site instead of just having more or less one entrance. So here we go. Bit of knifing action at the moment. And really want to get that CT side. So who is going to be? Flom is left against Relyks now. So this is... Oh, get it. Come on. This is the closest I've ever come to casting a knife round games.
I know, I'm disappointed then.
Records of never casting knife rounds. So here we go. Mythic and SKDC. On overpass. And we got Mythic starting off on the TT side. SKDC going to be on the T side. And Mythic having picked this map, you want to say that they're going to be comfortable on the CT, but the thing is you also want to say that they're going to have some rehearsal on the T side, because there's no way they're going to pick an overpass without some decent rounds there. That's pretty crushing.
72% on
like
gaming bets.
Why don't they like SKDC's chances here? Well, I can understand it, you know.
Well, you said this was Mythic's pick?
Yeah, this is Mythic's pick.
Well, it looks like they know something we don't know, Dan.
I mean, you know,
that was a weird tone of voice.
I mean, SKDC are on... I don't know. I feel like this is quite heavy favor here towards Mythic. I don't know. I think SKDC can put up a good fight here, but I mean, you've got JDM64. He's got really good AWPing. There's some great fraggers here. They got Virtus on there as well. So I'm playing quite well yesterday, and despite Mythic taking it, you know, SKDC with regards to the research process did allow this to stay in there. So you'd want to say that they've got some level of comfort here. The thing that's always going to be the question for me is the T rounds, as it is obviously a CT favored map, and there's a lot more possible now, especially on the A-bomb site with the new changes. And there's so many crazy wallbangs, grenades. There's so many edges that can be gained by map knowledge on this map. Even though I mean, it's still a pretty newish map, to be honest. How long has it been in the circuit, in the major circuit? Like it's less than a year now, still, right?
I would say so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's less than a year. I'm pretty sure. When did it come in? Was it? It was after Cologne, I think. I can't remember which major it first popped in. I'm sure someone's going to tweet me the answer there, but here we go. Going to be live on 3, and Mythic versus SKDC now. Going to jump into the pistol.
I'm curious to see how the CTs hold on the buy round, but we'll do that a bit later. This is a pistol, of course, and okay.
Still got the odds there.
Bit of a late exit.
Get rid of those. And we have ourselves a big presence towards toilets. They want those toilets, James. They want the party. They want the toilets. They're going to make sure they have access towards the A-bomb site, or at least the pressure there. And also, they're going to have the possibility to take over connector now as well. Really important area is connector. Of course, on the pistol round, it's going to be really something the CTs want to avoid, generally speaking, because you don't want to get close range against those Glocks, to be honest. There's also long ranges to abuse as well, and the USPs will be performing a lot better there. And you can see the boost coming in as SKDC are looking for some entries here onto the site. Maybe Flom locking down Relyks. In goes JDM64 now with the Tech 9. Able to spam away, able to pick up a frag onto Hades over by Optimus, and now it is a bomb site well and truly under control here for SKDC. Bomb goes down, 4 on 2 now. Abe and Anger looking for their play into the site. Denied is Abe by Demore, and now it's all on Anger. He's got 4 players to take out still. 2000 going to come into play, and he gets shot into the glass. He smashes the glass with his head, and that's going to be the end of him. SKDC win the pistol.
Abe had a good flank up here, but he took a hell of a long time to get from this area to about here, and then was walking for the longest time while there was lots of action happening here against his teammates. So maybe a faster rotation could have been a bit more helpful there. But I'm expecting the CTs to kind of hold this this kind of line at least on some of the buy rounds. Obviously, you don't want to be too telegraphed. It's essentially the line they're holding at the moment, including a boost that you can see there. Let's have a look at where that boost is exactly. Oh, that's a nice angle.
That's actually really cool. I don't know if that I've seen that before. So very, very cool there from LeX getting boosted.
See Flom just holding an angle here just in case.
That's actually
a blind spot from here.
That's actually a spot that I know that Forest made quite popular. Always hiding there on basically Pistol. We're going to see Relyks takes down Hades as they are messing around over there. And so far, it's like SKDC have a good level of control of the B-bomb site. So Mythic maybe just going for the exit now. One thing to note is they only bought pistols. They didn't get any armor. I mean, that's a really smart choice, I think. Well, there's a lot of argument here, but let's hold that fort entirely at the moment because we are going to get some kills coming in as they are going to claim some weapons, and this is really, really nice to save those Galils into the next round. And the point that I was going to make is you can make a strong argument for even the CTs on a map like this going pistol armor because the rotations are really quick between the sites. And you can get a lot of favorable engagements in areas like connector. There's lots of close corners and choke points. You can abuse the close ranges of the pistols. So I can definitely see that argument. But they decided to go for pistol no armor so that they can have a really strong buy. And I like that as well for the 4th round because in that situation, they're going to be able to afford the AWPs. And if they want even like an auto sniper, like full grenades, they get the full whammy, all the buy. All the grenades, and that's super important. So I really respect that choice to not go armor there on the 2nd round from them.
Alright, so we've got the Mac 10s, potentially Hellraiser's inspired. Or maybe Relyks is just a bit of a gangster. He's in my dream team actually. 2 for 2 right now. But 2-0 for SKDC. We'll see if this continues. Again, we have some saved weapons on the CT side, but not much spent, if anything. Well, you can see Anger's got a 5-7. So SKDC just trying to identify where exactly all these players are. That looks so ridiculous.
Imagine if he had a scout. Beast from there. But locking down connector, SKDC. And again, connector gives them fast rotation between A and B if they want. So you can often see a lot of pressure from CTs to try to basically win that commodity, the commodity that is fast rotations for the flanks and also for the information. But have the push coming in now. SKDC moving in, just grinding away at the defense here at Mythic until there's absolutely nothing left but Hades with the Glil. And that's fine. Let's pick up a quick kill here. If he gets anything else, it's going to be really, really nice. Hades now against 4. As we see Relyks finding him over there by jungle. It's like he's going to get the spray down, and Rettich is going to find the kill into Hades. So now we get the big buy from Mythic. You can see how much money they saved, and they did a decent job, removing some weapons here from SKDC here and there, but keeping their investment incredibly low. And now we've got the AWP on Flom, and it's going to be really important for them to basically have a good hold here around the party area.
Oh, that block.
Let's see if Flom's angle is going to be good. He's very fast. That's a great flick there from Flom. Relyks going to be finding himself at the mercy of that AWP straight away, and they're trying to call not live after already losing someone. I don't think that is cool. Either way, they are going to play out the rest of the round, and calling a pause for the next one. So whatever issue is plaguing currently. Flom, meanwhile, repositioned to upper park. Going to find himself a quick shot there. Does miss, but that's the information, though, that there's a player towards that area. And you can see that Mythic have good control of the toilets area. They don't have connector, though. Not yet, at least. And they've got no one in the kind of sewers area, just outside the squeaky door. So SKDC could try to gain that bit of map control and try to work outwards from it. Here is Virtus doing just that. Coming around the corner is Dimort, able to take down Hades. And he's completely alone there. And there's Flom with the AWP. For the shot, gets JDM64, takes down the AWPer. Brilliant flash there in from the CTs onto those players. Look at the work done by LeX there. Really great support for Flom, who's AWPing from the back of the site. And this team play is definitely paying off right now for Mythic. And they're going to go for the rotation now, SKDC, into that B bomb site. Straight up, going for the plant right now. 5 seconds left. They do get the bomb down. Ellis is locking down Connector, removing LeX on the rotation. And now a 3-on-3 here. This could get out of hand for Mythic. It was looking so promising. Virtus takes down Anger. Flom has had enough. He's going to get up close and personal with the AWP there. Moving in. Good grenades coming in from his teammate Abe as they both take the angle together. But Abe's going to fall. Flom has to go for their kills. They're both lining up, but he doesn't get the double. And it's going to be Els who survives and wins the round for SKDC. Oh, wow. I thought Mythic really had that round.
Yeah, it was a good start to them, and it was a nice peak actually, because I was quite concerned, because when you're running as a CT to this area, like if you try and come here for the peak here, the Ts normally get here a lot faster than you do. However, there was a lot of blocking going on the T side, so maybe they weren't aware of it. But Flom jumping up off this bench and taking a higher angle actually, and which allowed him to look deeper in, which is quite nice. I'll definitely be trying out that one. Yeah,
that was actually really cool. I haven't seen people really use that very often, so I like that. Always little new things on these new maps. And now we can see that they're going to go for another play with the pistols, but only armor on Anger. But they got the close range of Connector. So SKDC here, they should be feeling that, well, they will know that what they're up against, more or less. They'll know that their pistols are potentially in play here. And now they're going to know for sure, spotting the 5-7 Relyks, putting some bullets into the back of LeX. Is going to put it to a 5-on-3 now. And there's the three remaining players are discovered over by Connector. We've got a bit of Benny Hill moment there, just chased out of Connector completely is Virtus, but going to get taken down in the end, and they will pick up the AK. So can Flom do some extra damage with this, or even save it? The save would be really nice with the AK. There's Relyks. I'm going to take down Hades, and the bomb will go down. So Mythic not with much to do now, other than try to keep this AK alive on Flom. And you can believe that SKDC are going to try and see if they can commit a player or two to hunt him down here. So you do more clearing out the B-bomb site rather, as Flom is soon to be discovered. Very timely peek there from the man, as his position is now revealed. His opponents, and Els is going to take him down. Mythic still with no rounds on the board. And again, I remind you, it's their pick. It's a CT map. They're starting off on CT. SKDC got 5 T rounds. James, you what?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we can really... you know, the map has significantly changed here, so I don't know if we can really say how many rounds each side can expect. That said, obviously, this is, especially because it's Mythic's pick, this is probably a disaster for them.
They got double
It absolutely is.
Let's check out how their Ops are playing it. They are going to be looking a little bit into sewers with Hades, and Flom is looking there down from the toilet area towards the party area, but just going to back away. So very defensive round here on the A side of things. But meanwhile, towards sewers, they're actually going to take this for the first time, and I do like this. Sewers is very important, as I previously highlighted, how it can really aid fast response towards the flank of A if the teams are to push that area. But SKDC, they do have a player or two kind of lurking around Connector at the moment. So Mythic going to fall all the way back into the sights again. LeX takes a quick frag there. Gets a second one as well with the help of Flom, thankfully tagging that extra player. Having an easier time for LeX's second kill. But 3-on-5 now. As SKDC going to have to look for some answers. Now, how do you play a situation like this? It's really, really hard here because they've got no map control, no positioning. LeX going to annihilate them on the stairs. That's 2 more frags there for LeX. Quad kill coming out from him as Els is now going to scoop up the AWP and see what he can get done. That's a quick kill onto Anger, but 15 seconds left. He's not going to try much more here. Wants to just go and save that one. And let's see, Hades jumping around. So another, well, first round here for Mythic, and it's like LeX really putting in the work there to actually make that happen for them. That said, Flom as well, he's able to get the tags there, also to enable LeX to have easier engagements, but Also worth noticing, LeX has 4 kills, and all those came in the last round as well.
Okay, so let's see if Mythic can get themselves back into this match. Not much money for both sides here, so anything can happen. But what will happen, that is the question. We've got 2 CT plays in a long area, actually. And, JDM almost... That was a frag waiting to happen, begging to happen, but now the gig has been revealed on A long. They know that there are 2 CTs in that area.
I love the dynamic between LeX and Flom at the moment, how they're playing together to either support or push the toilet side of A or up the upper park area.
I do apologize.
That's like a really, really awesome way to approach this. And at the moment, we're seeing Ellis pushing his way up there, just brute force onto LeX, who for the moment didn't actually have any support from Flom. They're usually quite good at covering one another, but there's JDM. Now he's able to pick up Flom and LeX with LeX down as well. That's a very vulnerable A bomb site. JDM 64 putting in work. And now it's Virtus who's going to do just the same here. We see the CTs trying to use that connector area to see if they can get themselves a wrap behind the Ts, but they slowed their push down a little bit. And oh dear, this is like the worst.
I tapped it for less than half a second, honestly.
It's a Go TV thing, I think. Really, it's one of the many Go TV bugs. But Hades is going to be trying to keep himself alive with the AWP. Honestly, not much to do with it, but he's going to get removed by JDM64. And Mythic, the round that they won, it was all off the merit of the way LeX was playing with Flom. And with that round, we saw them get separated and picked off. So Mythic having issues here. And interestingly as well, something with Overpass we see a lot of teams go for it is set players onto B, right? Especially in Europe. Lots of teams have a variety of ways to hit B with set plays. And we're not really seeing that as much. And we also, another thing we also see is the variety of ways in which CTs have setups to take sewers very quickly. We typically see one of the smokes from CT spawn that goes all the way into the sewers area, which actually allows I can actually draw it here.
Down there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it cuts off the tunnel that leads into sewers, and that allows the CTs to beat the timing of the Ts into that area. And then the only other timing that can really hit them is Squeaky, but they're there to defend that, so it's fine. And that's actually going to give them control of sewers. So then they have sewers. It's much harder for the Ts to actually do an execute onto B. And because they can't do an execute on the B, the round is slowed. So this actually gives the CTs more ability to actually basically get kills and proactively basically halt set plays, which can be quite deadly on the B side. But we haven't actually seen that at all so far from SKDC. But that said, there's 6-1 up, so...
Yeah.
Screw it.
6-1 up, and again, Mythic's
Who needs
pick.
it?
Mythic's pick, so...
Exactly, yeah. All right, so what is the state here? What's the state of affairs? What have we got on our hands?
There is a bit of a ping issue, but I think it might be... Okay, so LeX is having some difficulties. I'm not sure if we're due back soon or if we maybe pause for a little while. But
all right, so...
Okay, maybe we should cut to a quick break.
Yeah, we can cut to a very brief break, guys. Get re-energized. We'll be back very shortly here. This is Mythic and SKDC on Overpass. We'll be right back after the break. Hey guys, welcome back. So we do have a sub for LeX. He was having issues with his ping, which is really unfortunate because LeX is awesome. So we do have Skadoodle who is subbing in. He's only allowed to sub for this team, Mythic, in our league. So that's cool. He did actually sub for them yesterday as well. So we're going to see some Skadoodle action for you, Skadoodle fans. So we'll be jumping into the match shortly. And LeX was playing A with Flom. So I wonder if they're going to switch that up because obviously, well, I mean, Skadoodle is a great rifler as well. So screw it. He can, if they say, you know what, this is what LeX was doing. You can go rifle on the, kind of just support Flom and his AWPing, and or maybe Flom will pick up the rifle and he'll say, Skadoodle, you're a pretty good AWPer yourself. I don't know, we'll see. Well, we are going to see, but first of all, they need to get the eco out of the way with. They need to get themselves some cash in the bank so they can afford those buys. And then we're going to see exactly how Skadoodle is going to factor in to the defense here. I was like, where is Skadoodle? I was like, oh, okay, there he is. Doodles.
Doodles.
It's making it sound even cuter, even though he's a killing machine, James. He's a violent killing machine.
He's like Predator from
But his
Predator.
name's Doodles.
His name is Doodles.
Love it.
His name is MS Paint.
So here we go. We've got Anger just opposite the Squeaky at the moment, looking for a fast frag should anyone open the door. You'll find that his P250 rammed in their mouth. It's not a very good look, as the P250 is pretty good from those close ranges. And we're going to see a two-player result here for Mythic. I mean, stuck over by the A side of things. And indeed, Skadoodle is going to be filling in for LeX's position towards A. At least it would seem so on this this save. And yeah, it's going to be really difficult here for Mythic to regain their grip of the map. I mean, SKDC already with 6 rounds. How's the economy looking? They actually don't have a massive amount of cash considering all the rounds they've won. Mythic have been doing some good damage, it would seem. And I'm really curious, how do you think, what would you say, James, is the best way to use Skadoodle here, factoring in, the fact that LeX was playing with Flom on A side?
I suppose you could attempt double AWP, but if you put an AWP on B, like in the monster tunnel, and you get smoked off, then what is the AWP going to do? Well,
the thing is, interestingly, is that said, SKDC have been finding more openings, or a lot of openings, generally speaking, with the kind of just taking control of the toilets and the upper park area. So I could even see that double AWP situation working out for them, but it is going to be M4 and armor there for Skadoodle, as he supports Flom. And he's actually pushing down just a little bit on the stairs towards connector here. That's always a hard position to actually play because you got quite a few angles to worry about, and they can appear very quickly from connector, and you have almost no warning about it. So you've got to be really careful, and you can get stuck there as well because if they move up toilets and then they start pushing connector, you have nowhere to basically fall back to. So Skadoodle has to be very careful there. And you can see JDM rattling off a shot as they are going to spot these players there. Going to be falling back now onto the A site. So Mythic are able to keep everybody alive. But SKDC, they've done essentially in the first 40 seconds the job that it needed to do, which was to basically remove map control from the CTs. They're just all stuck on the sites now.
Okay, so looks like it's going to be a slow round. That said, there are 40 seconds remaining. Look at the bomb, actually. I was going to have to go and retrieve it, and looks like it may be an A push. Because all time has been taken almost. There will be no rotation here from the T's. 25 seconds on the clock. Flom 6 HP, but nobody dead for either side. He will go down eventually, and let's see if they can clear the site out in time. It seems they can. Haley's going to go down as well through the smoke. So, Navi-esque round from SKDC, and they are going to get the plant. There's going to be the biggest rotation EU from Abe. Sorry, NA, excuse me. And Anger, it seems they're going for the exits actually. I think he's just positioning himself to go for exit frags, as is Anger, taking a very acute angle in case he comes across any hunter-gatherers.
Alright, well, Anger able to pick up 1 kill. His position is now known to SKDC. He could very well go for a bit of a hunt here, and it is do more. He's got no health, though. Does peek onto the corner. Does eliminate Anger. Not going to save his weapon, and Abe is resting peacefully in connector. So far undisturbed by these rampant Ts. You are patrolling the map as we speak. But Mythic back into a horrible economy. Absolutely horrendous. It's really interesting to me because it seems as if SKDC just have their number at the moment. And we talked about this, that SKDC aren't really showing any set plays, which this map is pretty good for because of the way that the way the skybox works. You have so much space to throw and be very creative with all the grenades. So not seeing any of that, but it's not needed so far. Virtus very forward in the monster area, looking to take down any players peeking down there for information. But we do have the push all the way from into T-spawn from Mythic with a couple players. Now they're falling into the connector area, looking to try to backstab any players in the sewers. But the problem is that the bomb is about to find itself well and truly planted on the B bomb side. In comes Virtus, takes down Anger. Rest of the lineup here of SKDC trying to annihilate this defense. Not much of a defense with these pistols. Let's see what can be done. Wow, Relyks denying Hades. JDM 64 onto Abe. And that's just Flom, who's meandering around onto the site, finds himself a kill before going down. And 9-1 is the score. That's huge here. With no real... I mean, Mythic haven't shown that they're able to compete here with SKDC. Skadoodle's going to be picking up the AWP, so we are going to see the double AWP now. And they're both... Wait, where is Flom? Okay, yeah, they're both... Okay, they're going to do it. They're going to go for it. We talked about this briefly, but Skadoodle and Flom AWPing on the A side. This could be pretty nice. Let's see if they're going to be able to pick up the kills
look
here.
at that. Flom is a much more aggressive AWPer than Skadoodle, who takes a more solid approach, as we can see here. I wonder how much Skadoodle has played this new iteration of this map. Flom's aggression will not pay off for him. So it will be down to Skadoodle to clean things up here. He's going to be forced to take a more passive position since this whole area has now been exposed by the first frag. See the peak. We're looking to try and find out. There surely is inevitably a CT holding this area from somewhere. He wants to know where. And indeed, he's going to be boosting one of his teammates. But you don't actually need a boost there. You can jump up from the bench, from the top rails. Skadoodle goes down as well, so this is just going from bad to worse for Mythic.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim indeed. So they're going to be making their way back in now onto the A-bomb site, and kills coming in. But with no Skadoodle, no Flom to compete on those AWPs, it's going to be really hard. But Hades finds himself a kill. Relyks absolutely caught completely off guard with his pants around his ankles. And now we have Abe and Hades in a 2-on-3. Much more doable than another kill as Hades put in the distraction. Abe's able to capitalize there. But that's going to allow them to make it a 2-on-2. But now it's the real job to be done, as Ellis is going to stop the rotation. Bomb down on the B-bomb site. And Abe has got to get himself in really fast here. The flash is going to cover him. And that's going to allow him to get some position into the site. Going to wrap around, but the crossfire coming in. Virtus covering his teammate, Els. And that's going to be the round there for SKDC. 10-1. Dominance.
That retake side sort of promising, but
yeah,
they had been sold down the river and the bomb was over to the B bomb site, which kind of ruined the momentum there for them. What momentum they had. And again, let's not forget, guys, SKDC vetoed 2 maps, but Mythic were the home team, so they picked 1 map from the remaining 5. That map was Overpass, and they are 9 rounds behind here. They have 1 of 11 rounds so far. This is not good. Hades, he's got to get a frag, but he's so far advanced. He's got nobody to back him up. No trade frag coming in there for the CT team.
That's always a really bad sign, because he had teammates kind of in the vicinity, but they kind of just left him out there to dry. And that kind of suggests that maybe there's a lack of communication there with what the players want to do. And obviously they're feeling a little bit desperate. We've seen the jumping scout on Skadoodle. So yeah, Mythic a little bit, perhaps a little bit demoralized at what is happening at the moment, going into a map that they chose, that they felt would be optimal given the situation with the veto process. And
I love the dynamic with that as well. The way, okay, we think we can exploit this team on this map, and then they find themselves 9 rounds down with only 1 on the board. Indeed. Yeah,
it's pretty depressing. It's going to be really depressing. But of course, you know, Mythic, they're always going to be able to, if they have a bad time here, they're always going to get the opportunity to play SKDC again, and in this home and away system. Although SKDC, of course, going to be able to choose their map, and of course, oh dear. Anger actually catching off JDM64 there as they move into the B-bomb site. Looking pretty good here for the remaining players of SKDC. But in comes Abe from the water. Takes a quick couple of frags. That's going to be the round as both players get taken down. And there you go. Mythic picking up round number 2. But again, this is a bit of a CT map, and even with the extra added route, the thing is about that extra added route, right, is that, you know, you say that, okay, we don't know how this map plays, how favored it is or not, but SKDC haven't really been exploiting that to really win the rounds.
Well, I do think that Mythic have maybe been overextending in that as well. It's hard to say. I mean, because like, you know, Flom's been in aggressive situations and things haven't gone his way, but you can't say it's wrong purely because they haven't gone his way. But like, you saw him push in one instance all the way up to that big rock by the tree. Basically, where that you can see, actually, it's the one to the right of there on his scope by the tree there. But the problem with that is, even if he gets one frag, if there are multiple terrors there, then he is likely to go down in a trade. And then his team is on a crutch. And they're stretched. You know, that long path takes the extra man away from the CT side. So if that man falls, and early on in the round as well, then the CTs are really screwed.
Well, right now we have a flank coming in from Mythic. They do have a player who's deep in enemy territory over towards T-spawn, but the push on B is commencing right now. SKDC, if they're fast in here, oh, well, it's not even a factor. They get completely mowed down at the moment, destroyed by this defense. It's Relyks there in a one-on-one against Hades. He's not going to come out on top of it. He's going to be floating along the very dirty sewer water there as he does go down. And Mythic pick up another round, but with the best case being 5 rounds, it's still a very sad story for Mythic. But again, you know, them picking this map, you'd expect them to have some strats, some rehearsed plays to go for on the T side. That was going to help them getting those rounds, securing good momentum, and basically revitalizing their team. Skadoodle going to go in here pretty aggressively. Flom as well, finding himself deep angle here from a puck. Gets the shot onto do more through the swing, and that's going to be a great opening here as he works with Skadoodle to find these AWP kills. Flom looking for more. Hades also picking up some aggressive kills there as well. Does get eliminated by JDM64 as it's a 3-on-4 now. A minute left on the clock as SKDC don't really have all that much in the way of map control. So how are they going to handle this one? They need to finish on a bomb site, but which one are they going to choose here? Definitely it's going to be quite intimidating to play against the AWP of Skadoodle and Flom. They know that there's 2 AWPs, so by going A, I actually feel like this is really dangerous. JDM64 is going to have to be really on point here to try to deroute either Flom or Skadoodle as they make their way in. But equally so, Flom gets caught off guard by Els with the AK, the close range. Now it's on Skadoodle, takes down JDM64. There's the smoke planted by Skadoodle. In comes the next player. Skadoodle drops him as well, and his second sense tells him he can feel Els moving in, but he's going to get the better of Skadoodle for now. But Skadoodle really did enough here. Els on 16 health, and it's going to be the round. So he even got the tag on him. So Skadoodle, Matt, really paying off at the moment. 4 rounds for Mythic, 10 for SKDC. And they found salvation in these aggressions. So looks like I would imagine that they wouldn't really give up on this, playing aggressively there towards A. I mean, if it's working out for them and they haven't been finding many solutions, you'd want to see them try to keep exerting their strengths, and now they have Skadoodle to support. It does make a lot of sense here, but the quick push for Skadoodle this time into sewers is actually going to yield a kill. They do actually manage to lock down Party as well at the same time, so just winning duels all over the map. And there's Flom as well, looking for some shots also. So Mythic coming alive when they're going aggressive. When they're really passive, it seems like SKDC have been picking them apart. So it's unfortunate that Mythic discovered it so late into this first half.
Indeed it is, but with only 10 rounds on the board so far, it is still all to play for in the second half. So 2 players remaining for SKDC, minutes on the clock. Anger looking for some kind of flank, but JDM knows to be aware of that opening. So now Anger, unbeknownst to him, has a player on his left and a player on his right. See Flom just holding an angle from CT spawn.
Up the stairs there, Anger goes. He might just catch a game or a round winning flank here, but will he turn the corner? Now he finally does finds the first frag, and that's the bomb as well. Knows there must be someone else nearby to try to support the bomb. The smoke goes down for the quick pickup there from JDM64. And there it is, Flom. Nice little flick shot there to finish off JDM64. And that's a 5 to 10 scoreline. That is not a good look for Mythic. It should be the other way around. But let's see how this goes here. You know, Mythic, I'm really curious. In fact, I am the most curious for their T side. You know, now we've seen their CT side. I would really enjoy some nice executes onto the B side and the A side as well. I mean, there's so much you can do on the A side on this map. Like there's so many grenades on this map. It's ridiculous. It's actually insane. You can do almost an infinite number of grenades because there's no limitations with the skybox. So you can just have yourself a party with nades. So
cool. I've never seen that before. Is that Belgium or Germany? That's Germany, right?
Yeah.
Why don't I think Belgium? Belgium's not even. Belgium's like that.
But there is that little emblem in the middle, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's very German. Oh, it looks German anyway.
All right, so gonna have our team switch now.
That looks Italian.
Do you?
But that's certainly not Italian.
Do you believe that,
is that Italian?
Mythic? I'm not sure.
Is it Policia?
No, I don't think.
Apparently it's police in German.
Yeah, it doesn't look familiar.
As you can see,
Italian.
I did not study.
I didn't have that many runners with the police when I was in Italy.
Major
Although
mistake.
there is one story,
Not
but
sure.
let's not get into that.
Not sure if should ask, especially with you.
What do you mean, especially me? Please. Anyway, we're gonna have to wait. Got the pistol round now. We have a couple smokes here for Mythic, a flash on Flom, and the rest of the players have armor right now. So you have to ask the question: what are they intending with the smokes? At the moment, we're gonna have Skadoodle actually get taken down there as he tries to push in toilets, and so long as Hades and Flom, the two guys with the smokes, can find their way onto the site without dying, so they can place the smokes. And there it is. They're going to toss the smokes in. So they have smokes for A right now. Here we go. We have the push coming in as the smokes pop. Abe going to take down Virtus. Anger on JDM64. It's going quite well, actually. 3 versus 2 in favor of Mythic with this play onto the A side. And you can see exactly where the smokes were landing to cut off the players who were playing towards the truck there. And Abe is going to take down Dumore. And there you go. You got the finish from Anger. There you go. That's a nice pistol round. Very simple, well executed, effective, and now we're going to have ourselves Mythic hopefully picking up, for them at least, hopefully picking up a clean round. And I have to say, I also say hopefully because there's a little piece of me sometimes that dies inside when a team wins the pistol round and loses to Tech9s. But of course there's no Tech9s on the CT side, but 5-7s then, they're pretty good as well.
5-7s are good.
5-7s are
like
pretty
5-7s.
darn good. They are pretty awesome. Pretty darn awesome. So here we go. We get almost no investment. I think, what is that? 3 P250s is the only investment here from SKDC. So they're making the statement. They're saying, you know what? We are going to have a sick buy on the 4th round. We don't care about this round. We don't care about the next one. We care about having all the monies for all the nades, all the AWPs on the 4th round. So we're going to have 2 rounds here, which including this one, which will be quite... Well, it should in theory be a bit of a no contest. And so, you know, unless something goes incredibly badly here,
Like that.
there's like a series of misfortunate events such as that. Oh my goodness, are you joking? Ellis with 2 excellent kills out of nowhere, and those are guns free, completely free for the team to be picked up for SKDC. This is a disaster right now. Ellis is going to pick up the AK. And we're going to have Abe trying to make his way around the corner. Going to find himself a spray down onto Relyks. Eliminates one more. Els is, with his AK, he's going to creep around the back of the site right now. There's 2 players left here. If the distraction's real, they don't know where he's coming from. If the distraction can be put in by JDM64, there it is. That's perfect. Gets the kill as Els goes around for the last player for the finish. Spraying with the AK, and he's going to make it. Flom goes down, and he's got the time. What an immense round there from SKDC. That is heart-stopping there for Mythic.
That was a very impressive individual effort there by Els.
Oh my god. And the funniest thing is that I was like saying, you know, unless something goes horribly wrong.
And then boom.
And then 2 insta P250 frags. That's amazing. Why do you need a Tech9? Why does the Tech9 have to be so good? P250 is respectable. Honest man.
Damn right.
Honest man's
Honest
gun.
pistol.
So that was beautiful there from Els. And 11-6 now the score. SKDC throwing Mythic into tumultuous times. And now they have quite the conundrum to deal with, which is SKDC on a much better economy, much better weapons. And JDM64 looks pretty good here to get these frags. Got the open play, got the support from the rifle of Virtus. Wow. Wow! That first headshot on JDM64, I just can never see these headshots coming in. Tech 9, the spray is too good. And it's still an advantage here for SKDC, but heavy economic damage dealt already. Can they make it more here? Anger looking for the flank there through connector. It's not coming just yet. There is a minute left, so it's actually quite smart of him to just take it a little bit slow here, try to catch a player off guard. And I do really like this by Anger, in fact, because he's in quite an unexpected position here. If there was to be someone who was actually flanking through connector, but there's not. Instead, we have 3 players just strewn across the map here now for SKDC as enough time has passed, and they're going to kind of jump back into the A-bomb site here. But Dumor's going to pick off Flom, but still, they haven't seen Anger, so for all they know, it could be the distraction, but they don't have to move a muscle just yet. Anger trying to get his way across, looking for that quick snap with the headshot of the Tech 9, but it's not going to happen. And SKDC, they clean up, but now it's time for the buy. Mythic in with the AKs. Skadoodle, do it, do it! Yes! He does it. We have the glass cannon AWP, no armor, just open smoke.
That's what he's here for. Now, if SKDC win this round without a plant, do they win the match within this round? That is a question. Okay, Skadoodle holding an angle, but it's a pretty static positioning. See, there was an early push here from SKDC, and they're going to slowly back off. JDM going to use the smoke as bait. Be on the other side of it. I think we saw a similar thing from, was it MBK this week? Or Heavy or someone? Someone, anyway, whoever it was.
French guy.
Somebody French guy.
He's a French guy.
JDM64 putting in yet some more work with that AWP. Let's see if they'll indeed rotate Skadoodle to try and find him, try and even up the odds here. Well, you've got an upper. Well, so have we, buddy.
And Skadoodle gets caught off guard, though. JDM64 looking for the angles. 2 kills. They are getting shut down. They're slowly making their way across the map at the moment, but they're getting thinned out more and more. Just 2 remaining now. Heavy price to pay for this position on the map. Flom's made it onto the bomber site, but by that time, his entire teammates, all of them, they're dead. They're gone. They've been wiped clean off the map. That's a fantastic shot there from Flom. He picks up another one. Unbelievable work there by Flom. Gets the bomb plant as well on Optimus. And now in comes Relyks up from connector. How on earth did Flom turn this from a 1-on-4 into a 1-on-1? Well, he might just be able to clutch this one yet. We do have Relyks incoming here. He's got a kit as well. Flom. Oh, he doesn't quite look in time. Does just barely react. But Relyks is too quick, too unexpected. And the round's going to go to SKDC for the defuse there. And as you said, there are going to be problems spelt here for Mythic. Getting the bomb down is going to help economically speaking, but as you can see, it's hard for them to want to force up here with so many players low, so you can see them kind of going halfway here, buying up a little bit just so that in the following round they can still field a full buy, which is a good response in a situation like this. But you can't sugarcoat this for Mythic at the moment. It's certainly looking very bad for them, and SKDC are positioning themselves to close the match very soon.
See the timing where he had a double peek here with JDM, and now Virtus has moved back to site. I thought maybe he was going over to this area, but in fact it's going to be JDM trying to find yet more frags. Gets tagged for 20, but he's got the angle. He has the range. Flash coming in there. Forced him to look away, but I'm sure he won't be scared of too much. Anger is closing in now. Just going to be holding an angle with that Tech 9, but I do not imagine any CTs will be walking up to him anytime soon.
Indeed, he is going to be smoked off there, his Anger. So they've just slowed the approach, but so far they think they're doing a bit better than last time. Last time a player got this deep as Anger did, and he's even going to get a kill onto JDM64. The entire team was slaughtered. Of course, Flom did turn it into a one-on-one at that point, but still, it looks like the the Tech 9 Skadoodle is going to put in mad work here right at the end there to get the bomb down. And we're going to have a 3-on-2 here. So the pistols proving a much better solution than the rifles, at least if you judge last round as a case in point. But there's with another frag there on the Tech 9. And so Doom already can't do all that much at the moment. Just gonna have to try to save this weapon and see what damage he can do on the exit. And look at this, he's sprinting behind these players. He's gonna try to also survive against the bomb, but he won't find a place that's safe. And everyone dies apart from Anger, actually. So lots of rebuys coming in here. And no money now for SKDC. So Mythic really winning a key round and doing it with just some Tech 9s. I say just Tech 9s, but
never just with Tech 9s.
They're Tech 9s. And there was a Deagle there, or two. I feel like the Deagle is as a much more eloquent weapon than the Tech 9.
Yeah, well, it's kind of
Tech 9's a bit sloppy and
the way the T's are managing to close the angles with Tech 9s. Unless your name is Hades, it's kind of, I would argue that the Deagle's even more redundant than it was before.
Seems to be the case, but go Ellis in with a quick frag. They're going to be able to pick up the weapon, but SKDC looking at a really interesting round now. They're all together quite deep on the map here with the pistols, and you don't like their chances just because they have the pistols. But look at this, they might be able to isolate. Look at this, they're surrounding him like a pack of hungry wolves, and they're going to take down Anger, pick up the weapon, and all of a sudden it's a 4-on-3. Of course, they have no armor, they have no kit, they only got 2 nades to their name, and HE in a smoke. But Els, oh my goodness, gets a great kill onto Flom. Now things are looking really bad here for Mythic. Mythic did it to SKDC. Can it be changed? It's all on Skadoodle. Looking for the frags, gets the spray down. Skadoodle gets all the kills for him. Gonna save the round there for Mythic. And the AWP is picked up as well. And that's gonna be a nice little prize for Skadoodle for all the work he just put in. SKDC put quite the scare, quite the fright into Mythic with a round like that. And with all that damage done also, look at the money for Mythic. But the problem is that there is still nothing for SKDC. They can't really buy, so they're going to go for a similar play here. Being aggressive. Work out again for them.
Mythic slowly closing the gap here. You can see the CT economy has been ruined. But, do more now. Channeling his inner Hades to take down Hades with the mini AWP. And Relyks coming in though. With that AK.
This
look
is
at
nuts.
all these weapons they've picked up.
This is absolutely ridiculous. And it seems like they're having more success when they just have 5.7s and no armor than when they have normal rounds here. So we're going to tap some bullets and Tech 9 just drops straight down. He also finished him off straight away. Won't let him back away. There's no escape from Skadoodle. JDM64 goes down. And that's a 3-on-2 now. Still in favor of SKDC, the lineup that in this round were economically crippled, had to just force up with some 5.7s, but they've transformed the 5.7s into AKs, into Deagles.
Deags.
And it's a one-man advantage as well. 35 seconds left in the round here for the bomb to get planted for Mythic. And Relyks holds a great angle onto the exit of Monster. Gonna peek though, does get the frag onto Skadoodle, spots the last player, and now that's key. Rotation comes in. And SKDC are all over this. There's no time for Anger to mess around. He can't really go to the A site at this point. He's got to commit to B if he wants to have a go at winning this round. And that's where all the CTs are going to be. So might just go for the frags here. Gets eliminated by Virtus. And we have ourselves 14-8 as SKDC reclaim control of the match. They completely break Mythic's economy. It's only Skadoodle with any cash. And to be honest, in a situation like this, he's going to have to share the wealth. He's not though. He's just going to buy an AWP. And I think he dropped an AK as well.
Going to try and change the tide for his team. Question is, will he be able to do such? He is behind them at the moment, so although they may try and make the AWP delete game and give the impression that they're all just rushing with pistols, make the CTs overextend, peek out a bit more. We will see what happens. We've got the counter flashes coming in from the CTs now. First is going to peek a gap as well. Let's have a look at the gap Skadoodle's holding. Misses the shot though, and the game is up now. They know there's an AWP. on the Terror side. Frags are going their way as well. Flom and Abe combining to take out 2 of the CTs. Els going to hold the side down on his lonesome. 2 down already for him. 2 more to find. Switches to B2000, but not going to go his way.
Yeah, in comes 2 more there, but he gets immediately taken down. Relyks alone against 2 players. Flom only 2 points of health. The bomb is going to get planted here as the smoke is going to be whisked away. Relyks going to be spotted now. Jumping player, nades over. He goes for the player with the orb, Skadoodle, but he's going to lock it down and Mythic take a round. This is becoming quite intense between these 2 sides. Neither one letting up, neither one surrendering the heart in this match. It is awesome to witness from both sides. SKDC now once again broken on the economy. It's ridiculous the way that it's flipping backwards and forwards between these teams on the economy, on the buys, on the situations that in their desperation they create. Sure is awesome to watch. And once again, we've seen SKDC with success on these pistols. Well, they got it again, and even a kit on Relyks. Gonna be Virtus removed though from the map. Maybe spotting one as well. And the fact that they didn't have any presence in connectors definitely hurting them this time, and it's looking like a quick cleanup. Mythic looking absolutely fantastic on the move into the A bomb site here. Relyks gonna quickly pick up an AK, looking for some extra damage. Around this smoke, he's gonna get some kills here. Really nice play. He might have just opened up enough damage for the last remaining player of SKDC to try and pull some sneaky moves off to win this round. Els coming in. He's got some Kevlar. He's got a 5.7. He just needs a couple one-on-ones. He's going to even get a close range. This is fantastic here for Els. Spots the first player. Tries to take his time with the shots, but time is not something that he has. And SKDC 14 now, Mythic 10. As we come closer and closer to the full 30 rounds. Almost said full 40, but full 30 rounds. Skadoodle on the AWP, but so is JDM64, and you can see how strained the buy is for SKDC, but they do have a lot of rifles in play, so they're going to be happy in that regard, and we might see a quick push here into B. This is going to be very interesting. There goes the smoke, but instant kill onto Relyks. Hades just butchering the defensive line here of SKDC. They have nothing left there on the site apart from 1 player. He's in the water at the moment, getting completely naded to pieces. Abe gonna finish him off, put him out of his misery, as it's now just Virtus and JDM64, and you better believe they're gonna save these weapons now. There's nothing else for them to accomplish.
Look at the money here for the CT side, and it is ropey once again. Mythic closing in on SKDC score. So they're going to have to be careful about their decisions in the coming rounds. They are 2 rounds away from victory, but we saw what a close round could do to you. Sorry, a close score can do to you if you can't take it over the line and go into overtime 1, sometimes overtime 2. Definitely going to want to close this out in normal time. And again, this was Mythic's pick, so it should be a late resurgence from them, Renaissance. Here towards the end games of Overpass.
And this is much better. This is going into the second half. We're having a much better game here now. Mythic putting up a much better fight. SKDC also scrapping together some amazing plays to get themselves out of harm's way, out of trouble, out of desperation or desperate spots. But they're only 2 rounds away, or SKDC now, from winning this one. And Mythic are in with this big buy, and we're going to see now whether they're able to accomplish a close. Again, SKDC's economy is being stretched to the limits. Winning this round would put Mythic very close to tying it up, but behind the boulder, Virtus takes down Flom. SKDC in with 2 frags for the 1 from Anger. Skadoodle gonna miss the shot, but he's not gonna miss the second. Virtus going down. Hades in the sight though, picking up a kill onto Els. 3 on 2 now. Dumore and Relyks left over for SKDC, scrambling to get themselves onto the A site now, where the bomb is soon to be planted. It's a nice little nade, but to do more than that to stop this round going the way of Mythic. There is a kit on Dumore, as we do have just a flash and an HE for him. Gonna chuck in the flash there to get himself through the choke point, and also Relyks, but that is not a good omen there for Relyks, who also wants to use that choke point to get onto the site, and leg twitching away there as Hades eliminates Relyks with his AK-47, and really nice round there on the entries from Hades, finding himself deep into enemy territory, opening it up for his teammates. And now, Mythic can do this. They can absolutely pull this one off, and that would be a fantastic comeback. But SKDC, they're going to be able to have the comfort of one eco first.
They had 5 people go down there. They quickly discerned that there was nobody upstairs, or at least not pushing really fast.
Spotted him.
One back to the site.
He made the call. And they just need someone to open the door. Flom. Oh, he's in a good position. Gets the spray. 2 players going down. That is huge right there. Flom positioning himself perfectly. That's really smart. And what can they do now, James? But die. Die like dogs.
You're right there.
I'm getting into it, James. I'm excited. Flom floating in the dirty sewer water. Never nice. That's the worst part about overpass. It's taking a dip into the unhygienic, unkept,
unsanitary
water. The unsanitary waters of overpass. So lots of frags there actually found on the exits, but honestly that's not the hugest of concerns here, I would say, for Mythic, who have quite a good economy. SKDC now, it's going to be interesting. This is going down to the wire. Mythic with a full buy, SKDC with a full buy. Skadoodle going to be expecting big things from him on that AWP here. Where is he going to take it? Let's have a look. See where he's going to go. Looks like he's going to want to see if he can get a pick here on someone pushing Monster, but the CTs so far playing quite defensively. It's going to be JDM64 who gets a quick shot over towards Connector actually. And Mythic, that's actually quite detrimental to them. They only have Upper Park to move through now because SKDC have a really firm foothold on Toilets area and Party as well. And they are making it work though. They do get the trade in, but they're still a man behind thanks to JDM64. And that's going to allow now a rotation, a timely rotation. And this is what map control gets you. This is the power behind having that lockdown, a Connector, and the Party area for the CTs. You force T's up Upper Parkway. When you deny the entry there, what can they do? You're going to beat them on the rotation to the bomb site. They've got to try to re-engineer something else, some other advantage. And we can see Skadoodle now on the other side of the map. Sorry, he's not on the other side of the map. He's been there all along. Let's see if he can actually pick up a frag, though. And yes, there it is. JDM going to go down. It was JDM who's now on the other side of the map and now removed thanks to Skadoodle. As it's a 3-on-3, they march into the B-bomb site. We do have Virtus over by jungle now. Bomb ready to get planted very soon for Mythic. Put the clock on the CTs. Skadoodle watches over his comrades here in the monster area. Oh my goodness, 2 grenades finding their way onto 2 frags to Anger and Abe. Skadoodle wondering where the hell his teammates just went. They got completely obliterated by the HEs. And that is it. SKDC, they pick up another round. That puts them onto match point. However, lots of money still left over for Mythic to scrap together a buy. They are going to be able to actually, if they win this round, they can make it to overtime because SKDC are going to have no money. So if Mythic, this is like a very similar situation to the cobble that we just had. So Mythic, they just need to win this one, and they can get themselves to overtime. Or at least that's the theory. They have a high chance of doing that at the very least because SKDC's buy will be so bad if they lose this. So SKDC going for a defensive opening here. We've seen a lot of aggression in the past from them. But right now, that's not the case. They are keeping it real on the bomb sites. Just playing passively. Not even doing a lot of spotting at the moment to see where the CTs are.
I think Hades is about to smoke off the balcony area. Skadoodle pushing, just walking into the site here in the front side.
See what he can get done now. Do more picking up the first frag. Relyks gets one as well. Skadoodle gets one on the trade there. Oh wow, more frags found here. Flom chiming in with his AK. And there's a player by the water. The bomb goes down in the water. This is a detour that they just don't need. And wow, the tag onto Skadoodle. Down to 16 points of health. SKDC now in this 2-on-2 with advantage. They know the bomb is down in the water. This is a huge predicament here for Mythic. How do they deal with this? They do get the bomb now. Ferry it up, but this allows the CTs to reposition. And JDM looking for the jump, but the bomb goes down. He knows there's going to be a player right there. and he sees the grenade. He knows the trajectory. He tried going for the wallbang. He can wait for the shot. It's going to be Virtus to take down Flom. Skadoodle on 16 health still. JDM misses the shot, pulls out the pistol, and that's it. SKDC going to take it narrowly right at the end. It went down to the wire, but they are going to defeat Mythic on Mythic's home map choice. That is a fantastic match. The first half was a little bit slow. It was full of horrible situations. We had LeX timing out, Skadoodle coming in. A 5-10 CT half is not what Mythic were expecting, I'm sure. Not what many people were expecting. But that second half kicked into another gear. That was a really sick match. But that is the last one for our stream tonight. So, James, any thoughts on this?
No, it's just good to be back in North America, guys.
It is, isn't it? I missed this.
I've missed a league play for a long time. I fanboy a few of the North American teams, and since the whole NA shuffle happened, we've been away, guys, but we're back, and we can't wait to see what more there is still in store, how these teams will develop over the course of the whole year, and everything else that goes with it. So,
absolutely, it's super exciting, especially like you said, the shuffle. There's so many questions to be answered. There's so many more. There's actually more. There's way more promising teams. Remember last season? It was like, all right, well, it's between Cloud9 and Iberpower basically, and it's pretty much were a given that they were going to make it, pretty much.
Well,
but now we have more teams. We have home and away.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on. And guys, don't forget, make sure you follow the channel once we hit 400,000 subscribers. Sorry, followers, not subscribers. Once we hit 400,000 followers.
That'd be amazing. That'd be incredible.
Yeah, once we hit 400k followers, we will be giving away a flip knife indigo, not indigo, Doppler blue, whatever it is, to one of all the viewers, and we will be going for 1 or 2 Dragon Lore contracts, and whatever comes out will be thrown out to subscribers as well. So make sure you hit that follow channel, and don't forget, justgiving.com/FACEIT. Today is probably the last day of our fundraiser. We've done a hell of a lot so far, and thank you to each and every one of you who have been involved with that. We will download a CSV of all the contributors, and then do some random.org business, and one by one we will distribute all the prizes for that.
And guys, we also have an updated look at the standings. So let's bring that one up for you, so we can take a quick look and see how things are developing here. And this is essentially the end of week 1 of FACEIT League, but there are many more weeks to follow, which is awesome, super awesome. So top 2 teams from North America make it through to the LAN finals, along with the top 5 of the European League and top 1 from Oceania. So that is so far it's looking good here for Liquid and SKDC. You can see them topping the board here, and Cloud9, CLG, Mythic hanging down the bottom there with some losses. So only SKDC and Liquid, they're unscathed at the moment, James. For now.
Yeah, who knows what will happen next week.
For now. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Hit that follow button, and you'll be notified every time we go live. It is going to be a lot, so if you enjoy Counter-Strike action, then we would very much welcome your viewership in the future. And that's all for tonight. So I wish you a fantastic evening. That's it from me and James. So, right, guys, good night.